Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan regenerals. How are you all doing today? I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling ready. And I hope you've been sipping, child. Yes, because we've got another jam-packed all signs reading for you today. Yes, darling. Yes, honey. Okay, today's reading, we are looking into what's coming for you next. Okay, what's coming for you next? So if you are new here, welcome. Okay, and to your subscribers, welcome. Okay, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to Wagwan Tara and Tea. Okay, brilliant. Come on in and get ready. Sit back and relax and let us know what you are sipping on today. I've got some water, okay, because it's hot down here. Okay, it's hot, so I'm just gonna drink and sip, just keep on sipping just to stay hydrated, okay, as we gather these intuitive gems. And you're going to hear because that helps me to get all these downloads, okay. All right, so before we begin, okay, just sit back, relax, okay, as we shuffle these cards. Now we're going to go through all of the zodiac signs, and if go to your sun sign, your moon sign, your ascendant sign, as well as your Venus sign if you know it, okay. All right, so we're going to look into what's coming to you next. So while I shuffle, we're going to do the gratitude opening. So let's get into it. Thank you, universe. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you, guardian angels. Thank you, ancestors, for the messages that we're about to receive today. May the messages resonate with the collective, and so they can use it to trust their own intuition, guide them, and to use their discernment every time. Thank you. So we are looking into what's coming for you next. Yes, that's it. What's coming for you next? So we're gonna start with Aries. Aries, come forward. Aries, come forward. Yes, Aries, how are you doing today? Remember to check your sun, your moon, rising, and your ascendant sign. Okay, so what's coming for you next, please, Aries? What's coming for you next? What's coming for you next, Aries? What's coming for you next, Aries? What's coming for you next, Aries? Ooh, what's coming for you next, Aries? So I feel like with the Two of Swords in reverse, it's more clarity. Okay, I feel like there could be some decisions that that's going to take place, but I feel like you're going to be, when those situations arise, you're going to feel confident that you are making a decision that's right for you. So I feel like it's also about you trusting your intuition, using your discernment. It may also mean that there might be something that's going on that you want to kind of just come together to the conclusion that it's the decision that you're making is right for you, and it's the best decision for you to cut something off. So I feel like there is a situation where perhaps it could be I'm getting something to do with career, something to do with, so I feel like it could be some key decision that you're just feeling like it's no longer in alignment with you anymore, and instead of having it holding your, putting you in this kind of should I not, it's now getting out of that kind of maybe I might do this, and like, no, I'm coming to a firm decision. Okay, but I feel like when you do get that courage and get that resilience energy to do this, you're going to feel so much better. Okay, so we are going to pull out a Jamaican proverb, and let's see what messages. Can we have a message from the Jamaican proverb for Aries, please? What's coming for you next? Okay, so we have, if you get your hand in a devil mouth, take it out. So if you get your hand in a devil mouth, take it out. Now I'm going to say it in the patois. Let's try it. Okay. If you get your hand in a devil mouth, take it out. Take it out. Okay. So be careful Okay, be cautious in getting out of difficult situations. Seek help where you can. And I feel like this could be some kind of situation. Okay, perhaps there could have been some contract. There could be some kind of legality or something going on. Okay, the message is housing, money. There could be something going on there, but make sure you know you're doing your due diligence, taking the time to check everything out and making sure you are making the best decision for you. Again, always trust your intuition and use your discernment. Okay, right, so we're gonna have a quick look with the romantic angels as well. What's coming for you next, Aries? What's coming for you next? Okay, we have, look at what we was just saying, something to do with finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So I feel like this could also be a message that the universe really wants you to take the time to focus on this, Aries. Really getting your, get your house in order. Get your house in order before we do anything else, okay? Get our house in order, okay? Now, before we come to a close, we're going to have just one last message from the guardian angels. Let's see what the guardian angels want to tell you at this time. For Aries, what's coming for you next, Aries? Okay, so we have experience. So I feel like this could also be a message for you, Aries, that everything you're going through is all part of this journey, and I feel like it's a journey of learning about what's important, prioritizing what's important. I feel like perhaps there may have not been the best of decisions when it comes to your finances and, let's say, possibly looking at career options. And I feel like it's saying it really wants you to kind of cut those or amend those ties or mend those things, so that you know it's not them playing in any other areas of your life as well. Okay, but I feel like it's really, what's coming for you next is really to take that time to focus on what's important, focus on what is needed. Now this may apply to some of you, but I feel like it's to focus on what's important right now, and it will get you through this. Okay, all right, so thank you to Aries. Okay, we are now moving on to Taurus. Okay, let's move on to Taurus now. Okay, so what's coming for you next, Taurus? What's coming for you next, Taurus? What's coming for you next, Taurus? Now we're just kind of seeing what messages are coming out. Some of them could be love related, they might not be love related. We're just having a look and seeing. Oh, okay, look at what's coming out again. Look at that. Okay, interesting. What's coming out for you, Taurus? And we have the Taurus energy right here, the Hierophant. Now I feel like with the Hierophant being here, there might be some lessons that may be taking place that you need to learn right now. There could be some kind of, I feel like there could be some kind of like body, some kind of organizational things that you may have to work on right now. And it could be something to do with money. It could also be somebody who may have an interest of marriage or a proposal or some kind of offer. But I see with the Four of Pentacles, there might be some apprehension towards it. So again, do your due diligence, check, do your your checks, trust your intuition, use your discernment. But I feel like it can bring better opportunities your way with the Ten of Cups here. But I feel like with the Two of Swords, which had popped out for the Aries, so do have a look at the Aries read as well. I feel like there could be some feelings of apprehension and on your decision making, and I feel like you've really got to take some time, trust your intuition, use your discernment, seek help from others, because I feel like this can maybe really help you at this time as well on your decision making. Now if this is something in relation to love, I feel you've got to really be clear with what it is that you truly want, so that you are manifesting what you want rather than manifesting what you don't want. Because if we put attention on the things that we don't want, guess what, we just bring more of the same of what we don't want. Okay, all right, so let's have a look for you, Taurus, with the Jamaican proverb. Let's see what Jamaican proverb wants to come out. What's coming for you next? What's coming for you next, Taurus? What's coming for you next, Taurus? What's coming for you next? I feel like one was trying to pop out. Okay, yes. We have here, and not every kin teeth a laugh, and not every kin teeth a laugh. This simply means not everybody's laughing with you, not everybody's laughing with you, or not everything is funny, or something that is put out there to be deemed as funny is not funny. Someone might find offense to it. Okay, so be mindful of who we might offend, and who might be planning for you. And I feel like this could be something with the Hierophant. So I feel like, you know, take this time, you know, just to be mindful of how, you know, any type of behaviors around you, or the energy that we might be giving. Okay, because I feel like it's creating this energy of the Two of Swords, of like, what's going on here, and why am I not having clarity in this area? Why am I feeling this way? Now again, this could also be feeling this way in regards into a love interest, where it's like you get this hot and cold feeling where you're not really sure. So again, trust your intuition. We're going to pull out a message from the guardian angel. Let's see what message the guardian angel wants to tell us quickly. Okay, what message does the God? Okay, yeah, so we have ending from guardian angel Sehia. Okay, so I feel like with the ending, it's really telling you to get clear on things, get clear. And I feel like it's a similar message to what Aries. So have a look at the Aries as well, but I feel like it's really getting clear with what it is that you want. Okay, because perhaps I feel like this energy of the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Swords could be holding you back at this time. So if there is something, let's say you want to manifest love, or is there somebody coming to bring a new opportunity or a new offer towards you, get clear with, and I feel like it's also a confidence issue for you, Taurus, to be clear with what it is that you want, so you are really focusing on what you want and not what you don't want. Okay, thank you, Taurus. We are now going to be moving on to Gemini. Let's move on to Gemini. Okay. Okay. Let's move on to Gemini. How are you all doing, Gemini? What are you sipping on today? Okay, so what's coming for you next, Gemini? Let's see what's coming for you next, Gemini. What's coming for you next, Gemini? What's coming for you next? What's coming for you next, Gemini? I want to see what's coming for you. Ooh, ooh la la. So we've got the Sun and we've got the Queen of Cups. So I feel like with what's coming for you next, Gemini, is there's going to be a lot of abundant opportunities coming your way. A lot of opportunities, and I feel like these opportunities could, you know, surface in your career. I feel like it's also opportunities for growth, opportunities in terms of your finances. And I feel like with the Queen of Cups, it's also asking you to reconnect with that nurturing side of you, Gemini. Okay, also in love, because I feel like the more you express that nurturing side of you, I feel like it will also show up in your environment, okay, as well as in others. Okay, but I feel like there's a lot of positive energy here for you, Gemini, but I'm getting the message here that if you can connect to that nurturing loving side as well as that inner child, okay, it can really help you to connect with your creativity, to really help you to bring more abundant opportunities your way as well. And I feel like if it's regarding love, it can also help you to bring more loving, nurturing, caring energy around you as well. Okay, and not to feel no way or afraid or apprehensive in showing that part of you. Okay, the fun side. I feel like it's like letting your hair down and being, you know, just being more fun, bringing more fun into your life. So what's coming for you next? Ooh, look at this. So we have, not everything from above is a blessing, and not everything from above is a blessing. Some opportunities may come with a consequence, superior positions to dispose the unfortunate. Use your discernment. Now I feel like this could have also been the energy that you may have had, or you may currently have, Gemini, when it comes to opportunities you're coming your way. So I feel like, you know, with the Sun and the Queen of Cups, don't let past experiences hold you back in terms of love or anything like that. Get clear with what it is that you want. You know, take the time to write it in a journal. If there are any worries, write those worries down, but don't give new situations like the side eye or the bombastic side eye to say this is why you're not going to do this, or this is why you're going to avoid this, because then you could also be passing blessings, missing blessings, okay, that come to you or that wish to come to you at this time. Okay, so let's pull out a romantic love oracle. Let's see what it wants to come out here. What's coming for you next, Gemini? What's coming for you next? What's coming for you next? Ooh, look at this. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. But I feel drawn to pull out another card. Yes, we have finances and career. So there could be, again, finances and career, financial issues are a factor to your love life. So I feel like, you know, what I'm getting is, of course, we should always pay attention to red flags, but I feel like, Gemini, this is also kind of saying don't get so caught up in that, because then it's going to block this energy of the Sun. It's going to block this energy of the Sun. Use your due diligence. Trust your intuition. Use your discernment, because sometimes when there could be some opportunities that come our way, Gemini, but we might get so caught up on this feeling like, well, I just want to focus on my finances. I just want to focus on my career. I want to stay booked and busy. I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time for that. But then it could be, again, blocking these opportunities. And essentially, we can also be creating red flags for ourselves and not realizing that, okay? So let's have a look. Let's have an angel guidance message. What is coming for you next, Gemini? What's coming for you next, Gemini? What's coming for you next, Gemini? Ooh, we have guardian angel Yael, I think. The crowning. Look at this, the crowning. Good blessings are coming your way. Good, you hear that? Good blessings are coming your way. But I feel like those blessings, there may be some kind of energies of red flags around you. So again, you know, trust your intuition, use your discernment. If there's anything where you're having to sign anything, you know, make sure you do your due diligence every time. Okay, read the small print. Read the small print. Take that time. Even, you know, if it's in a love relationship or someone new, you know, take the time to, and I call that period. Do your dating for data. Dating for data just simply means take the time to listen carefully what the person's saying, understand what are their true intentions, okay, you know, where do they stand, you know, what do they enjoy doing, you know, gathering that kind of like understanding of this person, okay. But don't let these red flags then also hinder you from like say, no, I'm not going to focus, I'm just going to like just focus on me. But then at the same time, that, which is fine, but then you're not letting anything come in and you're not letting anything go out. So then it's going to create blocks, okay? And then we're going to also create our own red flags. And we ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for that. Okay. We ain't got time for that, Gemini. No. Fellow Geminis, we ain't got time for that. All right. So thank you, Gemini. We are now moving on to Cancer now. Let's move on to Cancer. How you doing, Cancer? What are you sipping on today? Let us know. Put it in the comments, baby. Put it on the comments, baby. Yes. Yes. Put it in the comments. All right. So what's coming next for you, Cancer? What's coming next for you, Cancer? What's coming next for you, Cancer? Ooh, we have the Judgment, and we have the Judgment, and we have the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like with the Judgment here, I feel like there's more than one story here for you, Cancer. I feel like there could be someone coming in your situation. This could be someone from the past. It could be someone who's new. Okay, but I feel like what they want to offer is they want to offer a proposal of like security. And I feel like this person wants family life. They may, and they want to have family life with you. Okay, and I see that as like they seen like the dog, the home, all of these kind of things, and build this kind of like wealth. And this is what I'm kind of getting. I feel like this person could be a real go-getter and wants to take the time to enjoy all those things, but I feel like they want the nurturing side of you to create that balance, because I feel like that could be what they're lacking. Now, there could also be another situation going here, Cancer, where I feel like there could be, with the Judgment, some kind of blockage. There may be some current blockages that you may have, and I feel like this could be in terms of confidence on thinking and believing that you can get this energy of the 10 of Pentacles, that like that home life, that energy of security and stability. And I feel like it's kind of saying, what's coming for you is there's going to be opportunities, many abundant opportunities coming your way, but you've got to get clear with this feeling like you're not good enough, feeling like you not deserve it. And I feel like the universe is also wanting you to just be mindful of that at this time. If you can, get some aventurine, okay? Get some aventurine, or some clear quartz. Let's see if you can see it, some clear quartz, or some obsidian or tourmaline, okay? So it can really help you to just really get clear, or some amethyst as well. I hope you can see the amethyst there, just to help you to really get clear with your thoughts at this time. But there are abundant opportunities coming your way, but you've got to, again, I feel like there's this, every time we, like if we do pick a card or all signs, there's always some kind of ongoing theme that's going on for the collective. And I feel like the theme here is getting clear with what it is that you want. Okay, so we may do it as a collective reading, because our collective readings also stem from what are the themes that we see going through in the pick a card and the all signs. So let's have, oh yes, we've done that. Right, so let's have a look for Cancer. Let's see what Jamaican proverb wants to come out. What's coming for you next, Cancer? What's coming for you next, Cancer? We have the alligator lay egg, but him no foul. The alligator lay egg, but him no foul. This simply means an alligator can lay an egg, but it doesn't look like a chicken. It doesn't look like a duck. It doesn't look like poultry. It doesn't look like fowl. So it doesn't look like a bird. So how does it lay eggs? And I feel like this is, again, what's going on with this energy of the Judgment. Okay, there could be some kind of fixed mindset on perhaps when it comes to love, perhaps when it comes to making money, perhaps when it comes to the career. I feel like it could also be, perhaps there could be a new career interest that you want to explore, but you might be also looking at your current skills and abilities and creating self-doubt, feeling that you can't move up or make a possible career change. Okay, and I feel like it's trying to tell us here, Cancer, don't view things from one perspective. Think out of the box. You got to reflect, you got to be open and keep yourself open. But I feel like it's also in terms of like emotionally, really tapping into that energy of believing that you deserve and are worthy of abundant things in your life. Okay, because I feel like that will also help to then feel more abundant and feel more worthy and deserving. And we are worthy and deserving of abundance. Okay, there's abundance here for everybody, and you just have to also remind yourself of this and believe this, okay, and trust it. Okay, so we're gonna have a look and see what guardian angel message wants to come out for you, Cancer. So let's have a look. What's coming for you next, Cancer? What's coming for you next, Cancer? Ooh, we have experience from guardian angel Safkiel. Experience. I feel experience, but I feel drawn just to pull out one more. Okay, yes, look at it. We have guardian angel Mahabea. Okay, I hope I pronounced it properly, but it's about radical change and experience. Now, again, I feel like what's coming to you next, it's that energy of change. It's that energy of trust in change. It's that energy of trusting your intuition. It's that energy of using your discernment. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a butterfly, and if you do see a butterfly, put it in the comments below, because I feel like that's also going to be a spiritual message to tell you that, you know, seeing transformation is okay. You know, it's all part of that cycle. You know, it's all part of that change. We all go through change, okay, whether we like it or not. But don't be apprehensive to it. If anything, embrace it, okay? Embrace opportunities coming your way. Embrace a love interest, okay? And or just trust your intuition and use your discernment and let that guide you, okay? Thank you. Right, so we are going to be moving on to Leo. Thank you, Cancer. Moving on to Leo now. Okay, let's start with a Jamaican proverb. What's coming for you next, Leo? What's coming for you next? So we have no buy puss in a bag. Oh, I love this one. No buy puss in a bag. This simply means don't buy a pussycat. Don't buy a cat in a bag. And this is basically like someone's trying to sell you a deal, and you're thinking, oh yeah, it's so good to be true. So good to be true. And then when you get the deal, now you go and look inside and see what's in there, and it's just crap, and you thought, oh my gosh, I've invested so much time, so much energy, and this is what it is. Oh my gosh, I've just been bamboozled. I've just been scammed. Okay, so sometimes deals are too good to be true, but I feel like this could also be, Leo, that you may have been caught up in this. Oh, here we go again. This is what's happened before. And I feel like it's kind of saying, don't get too caught up. But we're going to have a look and see what the tarot wants to tell us, okay? Okay, so what does the tarot want to tell Leo right now? What's coming for you next? Okay, what's coming for you next? What's coming for you next? I think it wants to come out. What's coming for you next, Leo? What's coming for you next? Ooh. Look at that. Leo, there's going to be the opportunity of you bringing more abundance into your life. But I feel like this abundance opportunity, or you are shining in this energy of maybe, you know, having this energy of independence, working on your own, being booked and busy, working on your finances, working on your career, working on yourself, taking that time to look after yourself from head to toe, looking good, feeling good. This, this is the earth energy, but I feel like you might have some strong earth energy that you carry. It could be in your birth chart. So have a look at all of your from the sun, your moon, the ascendant, and the Venus sign, okay? Because I feel like there could be some strong energy of earth here, or you might also be carrying that energy. But I feel like this energy is also attracting somebody, okay, of like a king of wands. But it also, I feel like it can also make you carry that energy as well. So I feel like for you, Leo, it's really kind of taking using your due diligence. And when I say you're using your due diligence, it's about really trusting your intuition and using your discernment, okay? And exploring different avenues, trying different things, and that will help you to then you know, get an overview of like if this is right for you, if it's not for you. Okay, getting help from others and all this kind of thing, getting guidance and things like that. And if there's things that you're not sure about, okay. But I feel like in terms of finances and money, I feel like you will see lots of improvements, and I feel like you would also see lots of improvements in terms of maybe you might be working out, just doing lots of things, you know, to look after yourself and that. But I feel like it's going to bring a lot of kind of, I feel like there's a lot of chemistry energy and sexual energy here, if that is something that you are interested in at this time, some kind of goal getting. But I feel like this could be where you might have some kind of some side eye moments where you might feel like I don't know, I might, you know, check you on this one, or yeah, I might leave this one. But again, you know, trust your intuition, use your discernment every time. All right. Oh, we went for this the angel card. Let's start with the romantic angel first. Okay, so let's see what love message wants to come out for you. What's coming for you next, Leo? Let's see what love message. Look at this, see? There's going to be opportunities for you to flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others. And I feel like this could be, you know, I feel like this could also be this message for you, Leo, is like it wants you to lighten up. Okay, don't get so caught up on this. Here we go again. I feel like it's just lighten up. You know, you saying like a positive affirmation to yourself, just to reaffirm who you are, that yeah, you are that person. Okay, you are that girl, you are that, you know, you gotta really tell yourself, yeah, this is who I am this person, I am, you know, really claim it. Okay, but I feel like the more you claim that for yourself, you're gonna be seen very attractive at this time. Okay, all right, so let's have a look at experience. This is like a key message that's coming up for a lot of the signs. Okay, so again, I feel like it's like use your spirit experience to help guide you. Okay, but let's see what else wants to come out, because I feel intuitively drawn. This feels like it wants to come out. We have the shadow. So guardian angel Asaya, the shadow. And I feel like this could be a good time to work on the shadow. And the shadow is like, you know, those parts of you that we might not particularly like. And it's kind of working on those things, so then they can become strengths and not weaknesses. Okay. And this could be that energy of self-doubt and not believing in ourselves and things like that. Okay. Now, I feel like this is a water sip. Just give me one moment. The downloads are coming, but the mouthpiece is not delivering. Okay, let's scratch that. Rewind. Okay, back. So, guardian angel Rael. Okay, systematic approaches. No, I feel like this can also be a message for you, Leo, in that taking the time to maybe bring more structure into your life, maybe create some have an overview of your boundaries. Are they serving you? The boundaries that you have currently in place, are they serving you? Are they in line with you know what you want to manifest? Okay. And I feel like it's like the more you get clear with that, you know, you're going to feel more at ease, more comfortable, you know, embracing and showing your true fiery Leo energy. Okay. All right, so thank you, Leo. We are going to be moving on to Virgo now. Okay, I'm going to move on to Virgo now. Okay, let's move on to Virgo. Okay, how we doing, Virgo? What you sipping on? Let us know. Where you watching from? Let us know. Put it in the comments, baby. Virgo, how you doing? What you sipping on? Let's see what's coming for you next. Yeah. Hey, what's coming for you next, Virgo? Let's see what's coming for you next. Yeah. What's coming for you? Ooh. Okay. Look at this, Virgo. I feel like, Virgo, what's coming for you next is opportunities for you to let go of things that's not serving you. Now, I feel like this could be something to do with work, career. Okay, I feel like it could also be something to do with that could be holding you back. I feel like there's a situation that could be holding you back at this time, and you may have felt like this for a while. And I feel like you might have been holding on, thinking that maybe things might change for the better, but you've now come to the realization that this hasn't manifested. This has not kind of come into fruition. And I feel like the universe now wants you to get into that energy, that earthly energy that you carry, Virgo, to believe in yourself and to know that there's better opportunities and better days ahead. And I feel like this, with the Magician being here, this is your reminder to tell you that better days are ahead. But it's about getting clear with what you want, manifesting it, speaking it into existence, writing it down in a journal. Okay, really affirming, those messages to yourself, reminding you are that person. Okay, and getting out there and getting things done. Okay, and I feel like it's also a message of like valuing yourself. Okay, really showing yourself some self-care and love and appreciation. Okay, because I feel like this energy as well, Virgo, that you might feel, I'm kind of getting the energy that some of you may feel very depleted at this time. Like it's like giving, and may not always feel like that giving is being appreciated. And I feel like this is a reminder that with the Magician card, to really go out there and don't feel no way, get into, be as confident, just as how good you are. Take that energy of how much you've give, and been a good worker, whether it comes to love or a career, putting all that energy and putting it into yourself now. I feel like this is the message that the universe wants to give you at this time. Okay, so we're going to have a look and see what Jamaican proverb wants to come out and what's coming for you next. Ooh, I feel like this wants to come out. Eat with the devil, but give with a long spoon. Eat with the devil, but give with a long spoon. And I feel like this is kind of saying there might have been some hard, this is the feeling that you might be getting with this situation, this current situation going here with the Five of Pentacles, that there has been some kind of feelings of scarcity, some feelings of like destitution, some feelings like you're trying, you're working, but things are still not going anywhere. And I feel like that could have been the situation that you felt like. But I'm also kind of getting this impression that perhaps it's also a job or something that is like it's wearing you, it's tearing you, and it's now coming to that, you're coming to that conclusion like, I'm not getting any satisfaction from this anymore. I just feel like I'm just doing it and I'm just on repeat, like sleep, eat, repeat, and work, or I'm doing something, but I'm not getting any fulfillment in it. And I feel like this proverb, eat with the devil, but give him with a long spoon, is really wanting you now with the Magician. Look at this. Be strategic with dealing with difficult people. Be strategic, okay? And I feel like if that's the case, this could be for some of you. Perhaps again making sure things are written down, that you have like a witness or some way, or emails. I feel like this message is needed for someone needs to hear this. Okay, but I feel like it's also being clear as well with what you want, and also know that you deserve more, know that you are worthy of more. Okay. All right, let's have a look and see what guardian angel message wants to come out. I just realized we went the guardian angel message first. I was going to do the romance, but we'll see what the guardian angel wants to come out. Yes, look, emotions. Archangel Haniel. Okay, call on Archangel Haniel. We can call on Archangel Haniel together. Archangel Haniel, Archangel Haniel, Archangel Haniel, I ask that you are with all of the collective, but particularly Virgos at this time. Give them the strength, give them the resilience to manage, control their emotions at this time, to give them the strength that they need to overcome the situations and the hardship that they may be facing this time, in in any areas that they're currently facing in their life, whether it's love, money, career. Give them the strength and the resilience that they need at this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we're gonna have a look and see what romance angel message wants to come out for you as well. So what's coming next? Look at this. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So I feel like, Virgos, the universe really wants you to get clear with your sense of self-love, your sense of self-beauty. I feel like the universe really wants you to take some time on just loving you. And this is not in like any selfish or arrogant way, but I feel like the energy is saying, I really want you to just look at yourself, look in the mirror, and just be your biggest cheerleader for 2 minutes. Can you do that? Just for 2 minutes. Just for 2 minutes. You could try that now. Okay, just for 2 minutes. And for those 2 minutes, there is no kind of self-doubt. There is no saying anything. Just for 2 minutes, telling yourself that you are great at everything that you do. Every little thing that you do, you're great. Okay? Because the more you do that, it's going to bring this good energy of attraction. It's going to make you become more attractive. It's going to make you appear more confident. It's going to make you become more assertive. Okay, and I feel like the universe really wants you to tap into that energy right now. Okay, and I feel like you'll be surprised that this energy can bring more love energy towards you. And I feel drawn to pull out one more for you, Virgo. So let's have a look at this. So children, your love life is being affected by children. So I feel like there could be some inner childhood situation here. There could be a child involved, but I feel like there is some kind of like, with this kind of energy of having to let go of something that's not serving you, not aligning you. There could be some kind of past energies, okay, around that, as well as this card popping up. So I feel like there's something to do with healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So I think there is some kind of like, definitely some kind of energy around our inner childhood. And this is why we like to include that energy in our reads, because especially when it comes to love and things like that, and energy, or when it comes to our feelings on how we feel in terms of going out there, being a go-getter, being confident, all of those things can also stem from how we felt as when we were children. Okay, and Virgo, I feel like this is a message of really, for 2 minutes, and I feel like even if you can let's make it into a habit that you can do for the week. Okay, and put it in the comments below, or let us know, like, how did it feel for 2 minutes, you just saying, I'm great at this, I'm amazing at this, I'm brilliant at I'm brilliant at cooking. I'm a really good cook. Just saying a couple of things just to big up yourself, okay, and how that feels. Okay, all right, thank you, Virgo, and we are moving on to Libra now. Okay, we are moving on to Libra. Okay, how you doing, Libra? How you doing, Libra? What you sipping on, Libra? Where you watching from, Libra? What you sipping on, Libra? Let us know. Put it in the comments, yeah. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments, yeah. Let's see what's coming for you next, Libra. Hey, let's see what's coming for you next now, Libra. Yeah. Okay. Let's. Woo! Ooh, So we have the Knight of Wands. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of fiery energy coming your way, Libra. Okay, now I'm kind of getting it. For some of these Libras, they might feel a little bit, oh, I'm a little bit shy here. But I feel like there is somebody who's seeing you as very attractive at this time. Okay, and I feel like you know who this person could be. Okay, I feel like I'm getting the message of it could be someone in your workplace. It could be someone that you might see locally around you, where it could be a gym, or I feel like it's somebody who wants to connect with you, find out if you are single. And I feel like they could also be trying to see every time, like this person could be very attentive when they approach you. They keep trying to see, if there's a ring on your finger, or if there's like they're just trying to see if there's any kind of elements of commitment before they make an offer. But I feel like this person does want to come towards you, but again, trust your intuition, use your discernment, because I feel like it's also, there is like a lot of flirtatious sexual energy coming here. Okay, now if it's not love situation, I feel like it's also with the Knight of Wands a good opportunity, a good time for you to take action on things or projects that you wish to work on at this time. So really taking time to focus on things that you might have been, let's say, put on the back burner for a while. This is a good time to get in that energy and really tap into it. Okay, and I feel like it can also help if, let's say, you've got a side hustle idea, that it's something that you want to start. It can be a really good time to get things, get those cogs working as well. Okay, so let's have a look and see what Jamaican proverb now wants to come out for Libra. What's coming next for you, Libra? What's coming next for you, Libra? Okay, what's coming for you next? What's coming next for you, Libra? What's coming next for you, Libra? What's coming next for you, Libra? Something wants to come out. Can feel it. Woo! 312. Okay, let's have a read, Libra. Ooh wee. When a man's belly's full, him rock the pot. When a man's belly's full, him rock the pot. This simply means when someone is content, okay, there's no need to go back into the pot to try and eat more food, because they're content. They will break the pot. I'm done with it. Okay, I'm done. No more. This is the energy of feeling satisfied, feeling content. Okay, sometimes we can forget the little things. Be present and thankful of our blessings. Okay, daily gratitude. So I feel like, Libra, sometimes this could also be the energy. Sometimes we might feel like things are not coming our way, but it's about taking that time to just, appreciate what we have in our life. And also, the more appreciative and the more time you show gratitude, it can bring more opportunities your way. And I feel like it can also help you to see those opportunities coming that you may not even realize. I feel like you might be seeing a lot of 11-11s and a lot of 10-10-10s. Okay, and I feel like that's also like a spiritual reminder, an guardian angel reminder, okay, to let you know that there's opportunities are coming ahead for you. Yes. Ooh. But I do get an energy of lots of angel numbers coming. Okay, you might be seeing them. Now we have book learning and our intelligence. Book learning and our intelligence. This simply means we can't get all of our learning from books. We can't get all of our learning from books. And I feel like this could also be like, gathering data, gathering information, but not just looking from one source. It's like thinking out of the box and finding information from a variety of sources. Okay, so be self-aware, learn from others and your environment. You can't get all of your learning from books. Yes, and I feel like this could also be relating to a love interest. Perhaps it might be just trying to find what you can on social media, but knowing that the best way to get to learn, and this is I feel this is also going back to what we were saying earlier. Perhaps there's somebody who's coming but trying to work out, and it could also be vice versa, trying to work out as much via social media, maybe what what you've seen, but it also, the best way is also trying to you know, take the time to get to know somebody and really seeing where they stand. What are their intentions, okay? Because then once you know what their intentions are and you've had a conversation, you've taken time to get to know them and see what they're about, that can really help you now to gauge your intuition and your discernment to see if this is something that you want to explore further, okay? Especially because this energy right now, there's a lot of wanting, like a doing energy, action energy, coming forward, coming towards you energy, but it's also getting clear with, is this just like a sexual energy, chemistry energy, flirtatious energy? What are you truly about? Okay, so we're gonna have a quick additional look into this energy of the Knight of Wands. Okay, can we clarify the energy of the Knight of Wands? Is there any additional messages for Libra? Ooh, okay, the Five of Cups. So I feel like with the Five of Cups, so we got a Five of Cups, but I'm going to pull one more because I do feel intuitively drawn. And there was something that was trying to pop out. Okay, so I feel like with the Five of Cups and the Nine of Swords, I feel like there's an energy of trust your intuition. Okay, trust your intuition. Use your discernment. Okay, but I feel like it's also don't let past experiences hold you back as well. Okay, but use your due diligence. Always trust your intuition. If something don't feel right, trust that gut. Okay, and so something I would like to do, you know, it's the Gemini in me that love trying new ideas, trying things. Okay, to do like a kind of intuitive piece, like that's something I love to do, is to sit down and just to sit with my intuition. So if that's something that you would love to do, and we can do that together as a collective, let us know. Put it in the comments, okay? All right, so we got self-praise is no recommendation. So self-praise is no recommendation. Self-praise is no. This simply means that if there is, and I feel this could be also, there's an energy here with this Knight of Swords. Perhaps there is some kind of energy, or you know, that you just need to be aware of, that perhaps this person can come across as, I'm kind of getting like a salesperson, that they try to, like, you know, sell the dreams. You know, if they can if they could sell the world, they will sell it to you. Again, trust your intuition, okay? But I feel like with the Five of Cups being here, I feel like if you see what's going on here, like there is abundance behind this person, but because the person is so dwelling on the things that have been lost, and that has gone, that has been spilled, they're not seeing what's behind them. Okay, they're not seeing what's beyond. And I feel like this is also an energy, Libra, to just bear that in mind, that there could be lots of blessings and blessings in disguise. If something didn't work out, it could have been a blessing in disguise that maybe, you know, in time you may be able to see it. The more you get connected with your intuition, you're like, yeah, oh my gosh, bigger opportunities and better. And I feel like that's also with the Nine of Swords. It could be connected to this energy of the feeling of losing these 3 cups here and not seeing what's going on here. There's something else that's growing, that's evergreen in your life that you're not seeing right now. Okay, so let's have a look at the romantic oracle for Libra. Let's have a look for Libra. So for Libra, what's coming for you next? What's coming for you next? Okay, so we have, look what's there. Forgiving and learning as you release. We was just talking about this same energy. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And we have, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. But I feel like this is an energy here of making sure, you know, yes, we can pay attention to the red flags, but don't let that focus as well hinder you from seeing the blessings that you do have in your life. Okay, now I feel drawn to pull out one more for Libra. One more for Libra, please. Yes, we have heart-to-heart conversations. Look at this again, this energy of taking time, dating for data, or just gathering data. Okay, it doesn't, even if it's not a love situation, taking time to just gather information so then you can make a well-informed decision on what step you want to take next. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. Okay, so we did pull out a, did we pull out a, no we didn't yet. So we're going to pull out a guardian angel message for Libra. So what's coming next for Libra? What message? Ooh, so we have, look at this. So for you Libra, okay, guardian angel message here for you today is insight. So I feel like this is all, you know, trusting your intuition, taking the time to make a well-informed decision. And I feel like this is also going back to the energy of your scales. Okay, if we think of the energy of Libra, it's like the energy of scales, the energy that things are balanced, the energy that things are in sync, the energy that things are in alignment with one another. And I feel like it's this energy of developing peace and stillness in your thought processing, and being confident in your decision making. And I feel like the more confident you become, the more clearer things will become for you as well. Okay, so thank you very much, Libra. We are going to be moving on to Scorpio now. So let's get this clear up first. So how you doing, Scorpio? What a gwan, what a gwan. This simply means what's going on, what's going on, what's going on, Scorpio, what's going on, what is going on, Scorpio? Okay, let us know what you're sipping on. I'm gonna have a quick sip, Scorpio. Let us know, because it's a water sign as well. What you sipping on, Scorpio? Ooh, what you skipping on, Scorpio? Ooh, put it in the comments, yeah. Ooh, let us know where you are watching around the world. Let us, ooh, okay. So the devil has come out. So I'm gonna reshuffle. But we're going to keep this in mind, okay, Scorpio? So what's coming for you next, Scorpio? What is coming for you next? What's coming for you next, Scorpio? Okay, what is coming for you next? Something wants to come out. I can feel it, Scorpio. What's coming for you next? What is coming for you? Ooh. Okay, so what's coming for you next? Now, I'm going to be mindful of that because we did see the devil come out, okay? But the Emperor, what's coming for you next? I feel like there's an opportunity. The opportunity that's coming for you next, Scorpio, is an energy of feeling more controlled in your life, feeling more stable in your life. But I feel like with this, as we saw the devil earlier, I feel like that could be also some energy that we might need to be mindful of. We need to be mindful of any kind of patterns that could be also hindering this energy of feeling secure in our thoughts and our feelings. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull out the clarification deck just for some further guidance regarding the Emperor here. So what's coming for you next, Scorpio? Can we have a clarification message why the Emperor is here, and why did we see the devil earlier for Scorpio? What's going on? What's coming for you next? So the Ace of Cups, the Ace of, thank you. Okay, well, let's have a quick look at the front. So we have the King of Wands. Oh, we have the Eight of Wands, and we have, look, the Queen of Wands. So there could be someone, I feel like there could be someone, Scorpio. This could be someone that you're dealing with now currently, or it could be someone that's coming to you, or there could be something like where the two of you may have very similar ways with one another. there might be lots of similarities, but I feel like that can also, those similarities that you both may share can also tap into that you may both know how to trigger or upset or annoy one another. This is what I'm kind of getting. So I feel like the devil was also there to remind us to be mindful of that, okay? That you both may have fiery tendencies or very sharp tendencies. So to be mindful of that, okay? I feel like that's also to say be mindful of that, and to get into this Emperor energy, because if you stay in this Emperor energy, and I feel like this could be staying in that the masculine energy may help to give you that balance, as well as dealing with any situation through the lens of love, okay? So even when you're feeling annoyed, aggravated, regardless of any situation, to really deal with the situation through love, because via love, it will help you to have that oversight. It will help you to stay down to earth, okay? Feel more grounded, okay? So let's pull out a Jamaican proverb and let's have a look and see what message wants to come out for the collective. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. So what's coming for the Scorpio collective? Might we add a little bit on Scorpio. So what's coming next for Scorpio? 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 What's coming next? So we have, if you can't catch Quackle, you catch him shirt. So this is again, okay, this goes back to the energy again. There's like, I feel like there's some kind of revenge energy or wanting to get back something. I feel like there could be some kind of past energy here specifically. I feel like there's something from the past, but this is kind of saying, if like it's the feeling of, if you can't catch this person, you'll find another way to get around it. Okay, so be strategic, and it's this energy of be strategic, revenge, get your own back, traps. Now, and this is why I feel like it's kind of saying that even if you feel like this, don't, like, this is what I'm getting, don't let anybody call you out your name. So if someone is kind of showing you this kind of behavior, or it's making you like thinking why it's like this testing, I feel like it's saying stay in this energy of the Emperor. Look at the energy of the Emperor. It's about like staying in control, okay? Being at peace with your emotions, you getting yourself together, okay? And I feel like if this is an energy, perhaps it could be something to do with work, it could be a love interest or anything like that. Really tapping into this energy of love, because with the Ace of Cups, because I feel like the universe wants to bring you more of this energy to help balance what's going on. Look at the energy of the Emperor. If we see this, we can see the balance of the two kind of like goat heads here. I believe goat heads. I'm not, if yeah, goat, I will say goat heads for now, okay? Look at that. It's like to create that balance, okay? So to feel more confident, to feel more at peace, okay? Which I feel is going to help you to feel more controlled, okay? And I feel like that's very important at this time. So just to be mindful of that, okay? So we're going to pull out a romance angel. Let's see what's coming for you next, Scorpio. Okay, what's coming for you next, Scorpio? Can we have additional messages? Okay, passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So there could be, again, lots of fiery. If we go back to what was at the back, at the front, we have some fiery passion with a King of Wands. We also have the Eight of Wands. And then what was behind the Eight of Wands? The Queen of Wands. Look at that. There's definitely some kind of, there could be, I feel like this could be some situation in a workplace, in a career, and it could also be some kind of interest, a love interest, where there is some kind of fiery energy going on. We've got the Hangman and the Hierophant here. I feel like it's kind of saying we're relying on some lessons, okay? Don't let this situation get you unbothered, you know, really sticking and to what is important to you at this time, so you don't get lost in the sauce. This is what I'm getting. Don't get lost in the sauce, baby. But I feel intuitively drawn to pull out one more for you, Scorpio. Okay. Okay, another message. What's coming for you next, Scorpio? What do you need to know at this time? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So if this is relating to a soulmate now, I feel like this is again where there could be loggerheads. There could be like, wow, I've got to find ways on how to deal with this person, because there could be like a real love connection. There's passion there. There is love here, but then I'm kind of also seeing that there might be particular, like, no one's perfect, but I feel like there might be particular traits that you don't particularly like, and they may have also particular traits that they don't like in you. But I feel like with the Emperor being here, I feel like if you can tap into this energy of feeling more assertive, more controlled with your emotions and how you deal with things, I feel like it can help you to have more of a logical, which is what I'm kind of getting to, have more of a logical outlook than emotional outlook. Because sometimes if we deal in our emotions at that particular time, you know, those emotions can be temporary, and then we can then make long-term issues for ourselves when we was just having a temporary. And this is what I'm kind of getting for you, Scorpio. Okay, so let's have a look at the romantic angel, let's have a look at the guardian angels guidance. What guardian angel guidance messages do you want to give Scorpio at this time? What's coming for you next? Okay, we have purification. So we've got the message from guardian angel Camille, purification. And I feel like that is, again, being still, getting clear with what it is that you want, and being, taking that time to show gratitude, writing down any worries or anything like that that could be making you feel a particular way at this time. Okay, so it's, focusing on what's serving you rather than what's not serving you, so we're not making the things that are not serving us bigger and more brighter and evergreen in our lives. I hope that's making sense. So focusing on what you do want, and I feel like that's also not focusing in so much on somebody's things that you don't particularly like, because then maybe there could be ways, if we take on more of this energy to then have a heart-to-heart conversation with somebody, to then maybe express how we feel and whether we can come to some compromises. And perhaps this could also be in something to do with career, whether there could be some compromises made to make situations or environments better for you. Okay, so thank you to Scorpio. We are now moving on to Sagittarius. Okay, we are moving on to Sagittarius now. Okay, we're moving on to Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, let's have a look. What's coming for you next? What's coming for you next? What's coming for you next, Sagittarius? What's coming for you next? What's coming for you next, Sagittarius? Ooh, Sagittarius, I feel like what's coming for you next is the Seven of Wands. But I feel like the Seven of Wands could also be, just be mindful and be aware of your boundaries at this time. And I feel like it's also going to be an opportunity where perhaps you can also, maybe you could be taking some time to really work on, I feel like it also, like, maybe your career, or you might have lots of things going on for you. And I feel like there might be, I'm getting energy that maybe there might have been people keeping tabs on you, or perhaps there's also this energy where some people are you might be also feeling like there's some people who saying that they are pleased for you, but sometimes the way they say things or do things, it kind of gives you this question of like, you know what, I'm gonna back myself away, and I'm now gonna reduce the amount of time and energy that I give or prioritize. And I feel like that might be something that you might be, or you may have been feeling for a while, because you may be feeling like you may have been just feeling like, hold up a minute, like if I've been taking the time and I'm always there and I'm always trying to be your biggest cheerleader, what's going on? And I feel like this may apply for some of you, but I feel like there's definitely this energy that I'm kind of getting, that you're kind of like having this back off energy, back up. Yeah, back. I'm just gonna, you do you over there, I do me. Okay, yeah, okay. You booked and busy. I'm busy over here. Yeah, you do you, boo. Who gonna check me, boo? This is this is the kind of energy that I'm getting right now. Okay, but I feel like if it's also another message that is coming down, okay, or download, I feel like this could also be something that you wanted to defend a union, a connection, a love union, or somebody also wants to defend this. Okay, there could be someone who wants to. I feel like what someone might be also wanting to persuade you to stay. Okay, this could be a work career. This could be like maybe some opportunities may come your way, and you're like contemplating what you should do. And somebody, there may be some people around you that may also want you to stay. Okay, so if this is a love connection where it kind of there's been like some kind of, I feel like there's been some energies where you're not sure where is it going, and I feel like someone's going to come forward and wants to really be honest and keep it real with you. Okay, and if this is some kind of work situation, okay, I feel like there could be like a possibility ability to advance your career, but there may be some kind of advice whether you should like try and see if they can persuade you to stay. But again, trust your intuition, use your discernment, and so that you are clear and with the decisions that you're making, and you're making the best choice for yourself. Okay, so we're also going to pull out an additional clarification message just to see what else wants to come out for you. Okay, regarding the Seven of Wands, can we have a bit more information on the Seven of Wands, please? Oh wow, look at this, we've got the Queens of Swords. Yes, and we have the Knight of Cups, and we have the Knight of Coins. So there could be more than one interest here. Okay, I feel like the Queen of Swords is your energy, Sagittarius, and I feel like there might be have some kind of like decisions that you may have to make. And as well as I feel like it's also getting, again, we said getting clear of your boundaries. I feel like, oh yeah, I feel like this could be really important at this time. But I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles being here, the Knight of Coins, taking a slow and steady pace, I feel like will be very beneficial as well. Okay, and this could also be maybe a love interest where you might want to take a slow and steady pace, but you just want to take time to learn and get to know this person. I do think they, want to come with a love offer. This person could also want to like express and state their love. Okay, but I feel like this could also be, the the Seven of Wands and the Queen of Swords could be also the energy that you are displaying at this time. And I feel like this could also be, be mindful of this energy, because you're not essentially letting anything in and you're not letting anything out. So again, if you are wanting to bring more love into your life, it's also being mindful. Okay, even if you want to take a slow and steady space, it's like allowing, okay, embracing that, not blocking. Because if we look as well, if we look carefully and see where this figure, if you see this figure here, where the staff, the wooden staff, is kind of covering like their heart chakra, it's blocking their throat chakra, it's kind of they're kind of swaying it back and forth, to block. So essentially kind of great blocking or protecting it, those key chakras that is like to invite and engage. Okay, and I feel like if love is something that you want to bring into your life, it's about being more open, even saying something like an affirmation like, I am open to abundant opportunities of love, okay, or new opportunities in my life. Okay, really kind of telling yourself that so you can embrace that and focus on the things that you want as well. So you are embracing those things, okay, that are coming. But I do see that there's going to be opportunities for love to come into your life, or new opportunities to connect with some a love interest, as well as opportunities for maybe, you know, maybe money and career. It may start slow and steady, but you know, as they say, slow and steady wins the race, okay. So again, it's about being mindful of this and not letting old habits, um you know, old habits kind of keep you away from new opportunities. Intuitive gems, don't let old habits keep you away from new opportunities, Sagittarius. Okay, so we're gonna pull out a romantic oracle. Oh, something wants to come out for Sagittarius. What's coming next for Sagittarius? What's coming next for Sagittarius? What's coming? Oh, look at this, Sagittarius. Look at that. We're going to go through them quickly because it seems like there's a lot of messages going on here. We've got flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others. Is it safe to love you? And look, this is the energy, the Seven of Wands, creating blockages, okay? Open your open your heart. Look at this. Give and receive the highest energy of all. Trust. This situation is calling you to trust, Sagittarius. You've got to have faith. You deserve love. You deserve love. You deserve love. You are lovable. Now, look, we've had some issues around codependency, and this could be some kind of things that is making you, perhaps holding you back, putting you in this Queen of Swords energy, okay? Being very sharp, very abrasive, okay? As well as with the Seven of Wands, feeling like you want to defend, protect your heart because you don't want to be in any kind of situation, whether it's a work environment, whether it's a loving interest, where it has made you feel like you had to always be on the defense and felt like you was being lost in the source, lost in the situation, okay? But I feel like it's asking you to take that time to work on yourself, love on yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And we did say earlier, boundaries, being clear of your boundaries and respecting and valuing your own the boundaries that you put forth, okay, that you put in place. But again, letting go of control issues, allow this situation to unfold naturally. Don't let old habits, okay, don't let habits stop you from bringing new opportunities in your life. And I feel like that's the key message for you, Sagittarius, okay. All right, so we're going to bring out the guardian angel messages. Let's see what the messages the guardian angels want to let you know right now. What's coming for you next, Sagittarius? What's coming for you next, Sagittarius? What's coming for you next, Sagittarius? So we have Yay, the guardian angel, Yay, unfolding. And I feel like this could be, let's say it's not a tower moment, but it's kind of like a transformation. I feel like there's a transformational energy that's coming your way, Sagittarius, and it wants you to see what's around you and don't see it as you've got to get yourself ready, guns blazing, kind of this energy of like you're on the defense. It's kind of like, you know, taking that time to love on yourself, respecting your boundaries, and the more love you show to yourself, the more time you take to invest in yourself. Trust the process, you know, even if it's just saying, I'm thankful for this and I trust that I'm in alignment with spirit. I'm trust that I'm in alignment with the universe. I trust I'm in alignment with my guardian angels. I trust the messages and the signs and synchronicities that I see that gives me guidance. I trust my intuition. I trust my use of discernment. All of these will really help you to then feel like you don't need to be in this abrasive back off energy. Okay, this is when I see the Queen of Swords in this energy, this is what I kind of get. It's this like back off, and it can be that defense mechanism to really get people out of your way. And I feel like it's kind of saying, let go of this. Don't let old habits block you from, or stop you from like obtaining new opportunities. Okay, so Sagittarius, thank you very much, and we are going to be moving on to Capricorn now. Okay, so Capricorn, 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 how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, Capricorn, 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 how you doing? How you doing? What you sipping on? Let us know, Capricorn. And where you watching? Yeah. Where are you watching, Capricorn? Let us know. Put it in the comments. Capricorn, Capricorn. Ooh, a message for Capricorn. What's next in love? Okay, we're going to continue to shuffle, but we see the Five of Pentacles, and I'm getting this energy. There's something that we got to let go, Capricorn. So, Capricorn, what's next in love for Capricorn? Okay, look at this. Six of Swords again. So we saw the Five of Pentacles and we saw the Six of Swords. So I feel like what's next in love for Capricorn, there is something that we've got to let go of with the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. Now this could also be something to you could be having some kind of some decision makings about a possible career that you just feel like it's not serving you. And I feel like you've been working hard, putting your time in, and you're just not seeing the rewards that you may have expected, or it may have not met your expectations. And I feel like now you're just feeling like you want to shift into something that is bigger, better, and gives you more sense of fulfillment. I'm also getting the energy of you want a better work-life balance. For some of you, this is what you kind of, you're looking for. You want more opportunities, but also you want to, I'm kind of getting the energy, you want to get up in the morning and you want to feel good about what you do. And I feel like that kind of love has gone. Now if it's also a love interest, I feel like this could be someone from the past, okay, may want to return. But I feel like with the Six of Swords being here, I feel like this could be also an energy that you're feeling like this is something that you kind of want to move away from and bring in the new. Okay, because I feel like it also, I feel like I'm getting you remember all the things that may have happened, and I feel like you may have given this person more than one chance, and I feel like you're now come to that energy of one chance too many, and it's now like wanting to embrace the new and what's and the opportunities that are coming forward. Okay, so we're going to just clarify as well for with the Six of Swords and the Five of Pentacles that we saw earlier for you, Capricorn. If there's any additional messages, any additional clarification messages that we can get for Capricorn. What's next for Capricorn? So what's next for Capricorn? Look at this, Queen of Swords. Yes, and we just saw the Queen of Swords in the Sagittarius read. So I feel like Capricorn, there are things that you want to cut. This is what I'm getting. It's like you're really taking this energy of like, I don't give a, I don't give a, I don't give a. I'm about, I'm really taking this time to work on me. And I feel like I feel almost like it's coming from an energy of just having enough. This is what I'm getting. I'm feeling like you've had enough on something. What has caused this? What has caused this energy to feel like this? The Magician. I feel like it's, again, you've taken time, putting your time and energy into things, and it's not manifested the way you had hoped, your hopes and expectations. And I feel like this energy, like you've just had enough, and you want more, and you know that you deserve more, and you are moving away from things that aren't aligned with you and you're not serving you. And I feel like this is also like, this could be taking place in many areas in your life, whether it's like love, money, career. You're coming to this kind of conclusion that you deserve more and you are worthy of more. And you are right, you deserve more and you're worthy of more. But I feel like it's also a gut feeling that has been kind of like, this gut feeling that has kind of been sitting in your gut for a while, that is just making you, you might have been thinking, okay, let me give it another try, let me give this another chance, let me see how this goes. And I feel like those tries and those hopes have now kind of dimmed dimmered into now saying, you know what, now it's time to move on. Now it's time to go and try something new. Now it's time to embrace the new, no longer holding back, trying to see if maybe I can give this a chance, because I've given it a chance and there's been no progress in this situation. And this is what I'm kind of getting with the Five of Pentacles and with the Six of Swords, sorry. And I feel like the Magician now, you know, with the Queen of Swords, there could have been some anger and resentment towards it, and now I feel like that anger and resentment is saying, okay, well, am I going to stay in this energy, this abrasive energy, or am I going to do something about it now? Am I going to get clear with what it is that I want so I can manifest it and bring it into my space, into my aura, into my environment? Okay. So I feel like this time is a lot of kind of weighing out everything that's going on and looking at the best options for you, okay, that will bring better opportunities in your life. Okay, now let's have a look at the Jamaican proverb. Let's see what Jamaican proverb, have a look at the Jamaican proverb. Now I'm trying to, I don't know why, I'm just getting a memory now. Did I do it for the Sagittarius? I might just do it quickly for the Sagittarius at the end. Okay. Right. For Capricorn, please. What's coming next for Capricorn? 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 So we have cockroach have no business in a foul fight. Cockroach have no business in a foul fight. So a cockroach, an insect, a bug, has no business fighting with chickens, ducks, okay? They don't match. And I feel like this is how you've been feeling for a while, Capricorn. Like you're in a situation, but it's not matching who you are. It's no longer in alignment with who you are. And I feel like this could be friends, places, environments, things. You are just now in this energy like you want to move. This could be like you maybe wanting to even move to a different location, move to a different area. You know, maybe wanting to just completely start, like I'm getting like a fresh start. You know, you might be also looking at your finances, examining if you can make this move at this time, or if you need to take on another side hustle, if you need to make some rearrangements so you can then get the best solution for you at this time. Okay, but I feel like it's definitely been driven by this energy of just wanting change. Okay, so yes, don't get involved in things that don't concern you. Mind your business. And I feel like that's what you are doing right now. You're really focusing on minding your business at this time, really focusing on that energy. So let's have a look now at the romantic angel oracle. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's coming for you next, Capricorn. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So there could be, again, a love interest here for you, Capricorn. And this could be something that you want to explore. This could be something maybe you're wanting to kind of get really clear with what's going on here. I feel drawn to pull out another one. Okay. Capricorn. Unrequited. So there could be feelings, but there could also be, for some of you, there's some unrequited. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And this could be why, you know, this energy of the Queen of Swords and the Magician wanting to move to something that's better. Okay. All right. So we're going to pull out a guardian angel. That's it, guardian angel message. So it's quite hot where I am, so I'm gonna need to sip on some water in a bit. Keep sipping, stay hydrated, because you know, as you gather, here's a clue: as you gather intuitive gems, the best thing is to stay hydrated, because as we stay hydrated, this helps us to connect with our intuition, and it helps us to gather those gems. Okay, those intuitive gems. Gems, okay? So let me have a quick sip. Hope you sip too. Keep sipping on. Keep sipping. Okay, what's coming for you next? Capricorn, look at that. You see how it's all starting to flow after the sip? What's coming for you next? Capricorn, what's coming for you next? Capricorn. Systematic approaches, Rael. So again, I feel like this goes back to this, to the message here for you, Capricorn, about rearranging, looking at things differently. Okay, don't get in yourself. If there's any kind of work politics or anything that's not concerning you, don't dwell in it. That's what I'm kind of getting. Focus on what the steps that you need to take. Okay, if there are things that you've noticed that you're just not happy about, make a plan and get your house in order, get what you need to sort out in order. Again, if there's some romantic feelings, perhaps there could be some discussions about that and see where this could take you. But I feel like trust your intuition, use your due diligence and use your discernment. But I feel like it's also kind of, being clear with what it is. And if there is something where, let's say you do have those desire to kind of move forward and perhaps try something new or go to a new location, to move, to travel or anything like that, I feel like it's also being mindful, if you are in a current situation, to you trust your intuition, whether that can then put a hindrance on your plans. But I feel like the magician being here is also saying to do what you need to do to focus on you, okay, at this time. Okay, so to Capricorn, thank you, Capricorn. And we are going to be moving on to Aquarius now. Okay, moving on to Aquarius now. Okay, let's move on to Aquarius. How you doing, Aquarius? What you saying, Aquarius? What you sipping on? Put it in the comments. Check your sun sign, moon sign. Okay, Venus sign if you know it. Your ascendant sign if you know it. Okay, let us know what you are sipping on. Okay, let us know what you are sipping on. Yes, baby. Let us know what you are sipping on. Okay, what's coming next for Aquarius? What's coming next for Aquarius? What's coming next for Aquarius? Ooh, something wants to come out. What is coming next for Aquarius? Ooh, we have quite a few. What's coming next for Aquarius? We have the Eight of Swords, we have the Moon, we have the Three of Cups, and we have the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like with the Six of Pentacles and the Three of Cups, better days are coming ahead. But I feel like, Aquarius, there could be this energy that you could be stuck in this aloof. I'm kind of getting this message of you may get stuck in this aloof, not sure what decisions to take. And I feel like I feel like what's coming next for you is to be mindful of this energy holding you back and being caught up in some kind of, I feel like it's, what I'm kind of getting is also like there might be some kind of depressive state, or some kind of state where you just don't feel clear on what's going on. And I feel like maybe taking some time to look after your well-being, invest in your self-care and your self-love, can really help you at this time. Okay, and I feel like if there's anything that's worrying you, write it down. Speak to somebody, that maybe you like, someone that you have a good relationship, that you trust. Okay, because there are bigger and better opportunities here. And if there's a love interest, there could be maybe some worries. There may be feeling like, if how does he feel about me? I feel like this is what I'm kind of getting, and I feel like it's kind of saying not to get caught up in that, but really focus on you doing you at this time, looking after yourself. Okay, so you cannot just show up for the world, but you're showing up for yourself. Okay, because I feel like there's going to be bigger and better days coming ahead where there's more opportunities, there's going to be more of a balance situation going on here, and this could maybe be even in like work, career, and also like with your finances. Okay, so I feel like it's like really getting clear with just showing you. I feel like I'm getting the energy of just showing some self-love to you and being kind to yourself. Okay, as well as if there's been like, I'm kind of getting the energy of like maybe feeling tired, this could be a good time to just make sure you're just taking some time to just show, you know, some good self-care, some tender loving care and well-being, getting some early nights as well, looking after yourself. Okay, all right, so let's pull out a Jamaican proverb. Okay, let's pull out a Jamaican proverb for Aquarius. Aquarius. Ooh, what's coming next? So we have a look, this is the same message that we had for Capricorn. Cockroach have no business in a foul fight. Cockroach have no business in a foul fight. So a cockroach, an insect, a bug has no interest in fighting with okay, they don't even sit in the same category. So don't get involved in things that don't concern you. Mind your business. Now I feel like that is something, um Aquarius, perhaps it could be, you know, trying to be the overseer. I feel like it's like trying to be the person who tries to find the middle ground. But I feel like if there is any kind of discussion on it, I feel like it's saying don't get involved. Okay, don't get involved. Okay, it's I'm also here also seeing here, be ready with your hat but slow with your money. Be ready with your hat but slow with your money. And I feel like that's also being mindful with the moon being here. Just watch your money transactions at this time, don't be scammed. Okay, now on the channel there is a podcast episode about to be aware of scammers, so you can have a listen. And that's also just to be mindful of, like, you know, there's some unfortunately there's a lot of kind of like scammers going around trying to like missell you stuff, or try to impersonate somebody else to try and sell you things. So I feel like this message, is it there? Where is it? There it is. Yes, that to be mindful of all these kind of things um at this time as well. And I feel like if there is a lot of interest, again, use your due diligence, trust your intuition, use your discernment. If it's somebody's coming back and trying to, you know, try to sell you the world, and it's just, you feel like at times, I don't know, I feel like your friends can really help you at this time, like really relying on, you know, those support mechanisms that you have already. Okay, um and spending a lot of time with them, because I feel like they will really appreciate that and value that as well. Okay, so let's have a look at a romantic angel oracle for you at this time. What's coming next for Aquarius? Look, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So I feel like this could be also a good opportunity for you, Aquarius, to, you know, perhaps if they're after, you know, how you're having feelings, you know, talking, expressing, saying how you feel, having an honest heart to heart conversations. I feel like that will really help to open up doors, to break down barriers. Okay, and you'll be like having like some, because I feel like there's gonna have some like successive moments coming for you, and the more you kind of open up as well, and vice versa, because I feel like it will help the other person open up as well. So I feel drawn to pull one more for Aquarius. So what's coming next? Oh, we have, look, oh, yeah. We were just saying about well-being, self-care, looking after yourself, taking a breather, taking a break. It's time to disconnect from the world. And I feel like that's, again, having a retreat, having some time for yourself, loving on yourself, looking after yourself. This is, you know, one of the ethos that we love to share at Wagwan Tarenti. Is about looking after your health, looking after your just your well-being, you know, just your well-being, making sure you're showing yourself self-love, okay? Giving yourself that self-love energy and self-love vibes, okay? All right, so let's have a look at the guardian angel. What kind of guardian angel message does your okay, magic, what's coming to next? So Leah Hell, okay, the guardian angel here. I feel like this guardian angel wants you to kind of get back up and tap into the energy of being you, embracing being you. I feel like it's also like manifesting great things for yourself, believing in yourself. And I feel like having a break will help you to find that in you again. I feel like it will help you to feel uplifted. I feel like it will help you to feel, you know, like the joy and to embrace all the blessings that are around you. And I feel like you will also see that once you take a break, once you know, have some time to just relax, unwind, and to release this kind of energy of the Eight of Swords that you may be feeling currently, okay, or you may have felt recently. I feel drawn to pull one more for you, Aquarius. What's coming next for Aquarius? What's coming next for you, Aquarius? What's coming next for you, Aquarius? What's coming next for you, Aquarius? Ooh, we have the shadow. Yes, look at. I feel like the shadow is this Eight of Swords energy and the moon. Okay, this kind of energy of like doubting, you know, doubting ourselves. And I feel like it could be really wanting to take that time to let's say 2 minutes. We said this earlier from another zodiac sign. I can't remember the top of my head, but taking that time to really, even if it's just for 2 minutes, just saying what you're really good at, and letting that come as if as if it's like a dear friend that you love, or a dear family member that you love, or a pet that you love, let's say. But you are being their biggest cheerleader, but now it's for you to do it for yourself and see how that feels just for 2 minutes, okay? And then maybe see if you can do it for a week and see how that feels, you know. And again, look at the energy, Kayatel, the sun. I feel like that will help you to be more in balance, bringing more of that energy, okay, of that vibrant energy that you need. And I feel that, you know, a holiday could do you some real good, Aquarius, of bringing some good uplifting energy into your life right now. And I feel like it can help you to also bring more joy, okay? Perhaps that you might, I wouldn't be surprised if you get some offers, or maybe from a love interest that wants to perhaps like go on some kind of like summery date or picnic date, or something fun that can help you to engage, or your friends could want to do something with you, or a retreat, okay, where you can just get that mojo back. I feel like that's what is needed with the Aquarius right now, is to get that mojo back. Don't get caught up in politics of like bickering or anything like that. It's really just take some time to work on you, love on you, okay, and embrace that energy, okay? So thank you, Aquarius. We're moving on to Pisces now. Moving on to Pisces now. Okay, let's move on to Pisces now. How you doing, Pisces? How you doing, Pisces? Yes, how you doing, Pisces? How you doing? Ooh, look at this, Pisces. Look what happened. Look at this. We're going to go back to it, but we got very soon. Clearly decide what you want, so it comes to you now. And we got calling your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together, Pisces. Wow, and we ain't even shuffled them yet, Pisces. Okay, so what's coming for you next, Pisces? Okay, So put it in the comments below. Let us know what you're sipping on, where you watching, okay, from around the world, Pisces. Okay, like and subscribe. Okay, so, woo! Right, so what's coming next, Pisces? We've got the Five of Pentacles over in reverse. So I feel like with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, you are letting, I feel like this is letting go of self-limiting beliefs, Pisces. You're letting go of these things because I feel like maybe they, in the past, okay, they may have made you feel a particular way, like maybe you're not good enough, you can't do this, you can't do, and you might have listened to that voice that has like created self-doubts or made you wonder about situations. Or I feel like if there's situations currently in your life where you had felt like that, you are letting go of this, so you are bringing good and abundant opportunities in your life. Now just gonna get the clarification tarot deck. We're using the Simply Tarot. Okay, let's see what messages wants to come out for Pisces. With can we have some additional messages please for Pisces regarding the Five of Pentacles? What's coming next? What's coming next for Pisces? Ooh, okay, let's have a look. Look at that, the King of Cups. So I feel like when you do release this energy, I've got this trigger finger here that wants to come out, the King of Swords. Yes, I feel like when you do get this, when you do, you know, take on this initiative, take on this action of saying, you know what, I'm going to keep on striving, I'm going to keep on working on the things that I want and to embrace. I feel like it makes you become more confident, it makes you become more assertive, it makes you become more secure, but it also brings this energy of you now looking at things from I feel like it's like you're looking at things as almost like from a bird's eye view, and you are now kind of like looking and going, okay, I can see what's going on here, I can see what's happening here. And I feel like this is also you tapping into this energy, Pisces, of your intuitive energy, okay, because you are also showing in this the water sign energy here of the King of Cups, okay. But I feel like there's also that King of Swords energy in you that is like you are gonna take a balanced view of everything that's happening, okay? But you're gonna use this as well to uplift and to bring more abundant energies your way. Now, I feel like this can also be Pisces. There could be two people that could have a particular love interest for you at this time, okay? Someone who is confident and assertive with expressing their feelings, and I feel like this could also be someone who does not really, I feel like they don't have problems like that, let's say per se, in expressing love, but I feel like this person prefers being in the logical, likes to kind of not let emotions, let's say, to guide them. They like to kind of have a more systematic approach to love, and I feel like that may kind of, you may find that a bit off-putting, okay, but I feel like you do admire them for certain things, and I feel like they admire you, that you are very caring and nurturing, but I feel like that's just not their go-to. But whereas there could be someone else that is like very much like that, and it could be, you know, both of these situations could be like a past and a new. But I feel like you are drawn more to the person who is who feels confident expressing who they are. Okay, I'm not feeling any way about it. Okay, because I feel like you welcome that energy as well. Okay, so we're gonna have a look at the Jamaican proverb. Let's see what the Jamaican proverb what's coming next for Pisces. What's coming next for Pisces? What's coming next for Pisces? Whoop. We have, if you can't catch Quaco, you catch him shirt. And this simply means it's like a kind of like an energy of a revenge. If you can't catch this, you do this. Now I feel like I feel like it's not, I don't feel like it's a revengeful thing. I feel like it's more, you've tried something that didn't work out. Now you're gonna look and see what you need to do now to manifest, and and to bring things to you. And I feel like this could also be you being taken on more of a strategic. So again, this could be you now looking at things in a logical, strategic, creating a plan. Okay, whether it is, again, if you wanted to bring love, I feel like it could be you writing in your journal, manifesting it, like developing your ability to trust, being confident, that the blessings and things that are coming your way are to serve you. And I feel like it's also like you telling yourself that I'm in line with some spirit, I'm in line with the universe, I'm in line with my guardian angels, you know because I feel like that will help you to then feel more at peace and confident with your decision making and trusting your intuition. Even just like saying, I go with what my intuition is telling me now. Okay, I go with trusting my use of discernment in this situation. And I feel like the more you become at peace with it, the more you're like, oh my gosh, now I understand why this is happening. Now I understand why this is, it's all making sense. And I feel like you're gonna get lots of like aha moments. Okay. So let's have a look at the romantic angels. Now we already saw that the messages of calling your calling your soulmate. Okay, we hope, and very soon. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's coming. Let's see what else wants to come out for Pisces. What wants to come out for Pisces? Can we have some love messages, please, for Pisces? Ooh, deception. So someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So there could be this energy that's going on, Pisces. Let's see what else. I'm feeling drawn, intuitively drawn to pull out another message for Pisces. Okay, children. So there could be something to do with children in this situation. Okay, a love interest. And as we saw with this, there could be two love interests, or they could be carrying the same energy at the same time. And it could also be vice versa. You could also be carrying the same energy at the same time. But I feel like maybe, someone could not be fully expressing and sharing how they truly feel. So we're going to just find out what's going on here for Pisces. Can we have a message on why is deception and children here for Pisces? Why is deception and children here for Pisces? So we have Ace of Wands. So I feel like someone does. We're gonna have a look at what's the front and the back. Ace of Coins, look at that. And the Four of Cups. Someone does want it, but they're trying to play it off cool. They're trying to play it off cool as if they don't. And I wonder if this, again, this could be the same person and they're just kind of switching back and forth. And I feel like this could be that on one hand, they come across as the King of Cups. And then on the other hand, then they go into this kind of logical mode. And I feel like it kind of creates this energy of this hot and cold, like, okay, what's going on here, like, are you really interested? But I feel like they're waiting for this time. I feel like I'm getting this energy, they're waiting for this moment to then come forward and then tell you how they truly feel. But I feel like they've got to be careful with that, because I feel like you're also in this energy of the Five of Pentacles where you can take it or leave it. So they've got to get clear, or it could be an energy of like where you're like, well, I'm going to be focusing on what's important for me. And I feel like this is where the energy of this Jamaican proverb is kicking in about I'm going to be strategic. Okay, but I feel like this person could also be trying to be strategic and trying to see how they could get you. Okay, so I feel like it's also trust your intuition, use the discernment, because it could be some kind of childish play, like games going on in this situation. Okay, and someone could be with child, or I feel like it could be an inner child situation going on here. Okay, so let's have a look and see what the Jamaican proverbs want to tell you at this time. Okay, for Pisces, what's coming next? Can you give us some additional messages for Pisces, please? Additional messages for Pisces, please. Additional messages for Pisces, please. So we have the shadow, yes. So I feel like with the shadow being here, Pisces, I feel like some of the situations that are going on, and it could, take place in your love, money, career. I feel like it's with Asalia, guardian angel. I feel like I feel like the guardian angel wants you to kind of explore the things that maybe have put on the back burner, things that you don't particularly like, and finding ways of building more resilience and strength in that area, so they become a strength, and you're not dwelling on them as a weakness. Okay. And I feel like that will really help you to feel more at peace and more confident with your decision making. But I feel like it's also connecting with your intuition and using your discernment will also help you to then see who is wearing that false mask. Okay. Who is wearing that false mask, who's being dishonest with you. And I feel like you will know who this person, who's playing game, who may be giving or coming across playing really childish games towards you. Okay. Sometimes going in this energy of showing that this caring, nurturing, secure side about them, and then going into this completely like aloof kind of energy. And I feel like you're gonna sense that, and I feel like it's gonna make you feel like, do you really need this? I and this is the energy I'm getting. Okay. So I will feel intuitively drawn to pull one more message. Can we have one more message for Pisces, please, regarding this situation? Two of Swords. Yes, it's gonna be like you're gonna look. We've got the Two of Swords, and I feel like it's going to result in you having to make a decision. But I feel like with that decision, trust your intuition, use your discernment. But I feel like by you taking initiative and making a decision, and I feel like it's making a decision that's right for you, best for you, I feel like it's going to help you to it's going to bring and open new doors, new opportunities, new blessings. And you might, look back and go, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I did this. I'm so glad I listened. I'm so glad I didn't get persuaded, or, I chose for myself. And I am so glad I did this. This is what I'm getting with the Chariot energy. Okay. So I feel like also perhaps July or the energy of Cancer could also be important for you at this time, Pisces. Okay. So thank you, Pisces. Okay. Thank you, Pisces. Okay. Right. So we're quickly going to just move on to Sagittarius, because I just can't seem to remember if I pulled out a Jamaican proverb for you, Sagittarius. So as a little additional message, we'll just add it onto your message, Sagittarius. Okay, can we have a what's coming next for Sagittarius, please? And if it is there, then you get an extra. Okay, can we have a what's coming next for Sagittarius? What's coming next for Sagittarius? What's coming next for Okay. Every cave hole have him own duppy. Every cave hole have him own duppy. This simply means every cave, or everybody has their own skeletons. Okay, so a duppy is like a spiritual entity. So it's like a ghost has its own, or everyone has its own ghost, has its own skeletons. Okay, and in Sagittarius, I feel like that is just something that you need to just to be mindful of, like, you know as I remember in the read, there was this kind of feeling of cutting things or letting things go. And I feel like it's kind of just saying, no one's perfect, everyone has their own skeletons. So we're gonna just pull out a clarification message. Can we have a clarification message for this Jamaican proverb? What additional message do you want Sagittarius to know right now? So yes, I feel like again, because I feel like this did come up in your read, but I feel Sagittarius is this energy of, you know, sometimes we can get caught up in how we feel at that particular time. But I feel like it goes back to that message, because it's coming back. Don't let our temporary emotions hold us back from bringing new opportunities. And I feel like with the strength being here, it's that reminder to tap into that energy of your resilience, tap into that strength, that inner strength, to tap into you believing and knowing that you deserve greater and bigger things in your life, okay? And not to dwell on, I'm getting, not to dwell on the spilt milk, not to dwell on things that have been lost or gone, but to focus on all the other things that you have, all the blessings that are around you, okay? And the more you tap into that and you see that, you're gonna be like amazed on the new opportunities that's coming your way, okay? And I feel like that's the message that universe also wants you to remind you at this time, okay? So thank you to Sagittarius. Okay, so let's put it there. Right, so we're going to end it here. So thank you to all the zodiac signs. So please go to your sun sign, okay, your moon sign, your ascendant sign, and your Venus sign if you know it, okay? Be sure to look good, feel good, stay blessed, keep sipping, and I'll see you on the next one. Gwan.